Welcome back to V2 Gaming. My name is Volgraza, and today they have released an update. I know this video is a little late, but, you know, it's New Year's Day, okay? So some of us are still recovering from last night. Right, right, Saladin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well anyway, Saladin here knows a whole lot more about programming than I do, so I'm going to let him sort of explain everything. And there are still something wrong with being able to connect to each other's games. Somehow we can connect to Hauke's game just fine, but when I try to connect to his game, or he tries to connect to mine, things go horribly wrong. So I'm hoping they fix that soon, like ASAP. But anyway, we have a lot of things that we want to cover in this update, which is they have added a programmable block. Yeah! Well, everyone has been looking forward to this. And you can also share any of your creations on the Steam Workshop as a program blueprint. It's very handy, and we actually have some of those scripts that have already been made. They did not take very long. People have been waiting for this, and they have jumped straight on this train, and there are no brakes on this thing, and it is going. Alright, so let's jump straight in. Okay, so now I'm going to turn my overlay back on. So what are we doing, Saladin?
Alright, first things is basics of programming. With Space Engineers, we can actually edit the basics of most blocks that you can interact with. For instance, what we're going to do right now is one of the scripts that have, stay right there, is on the right hand side of the screen. You'll see connector occupied or unoccupied. Okay, what this is going to do is actually change the name of any connectors depending on if there's a ship attached or not. So if you look to the left of his screen, you're going to see a little connector off to the little left. It says minor connector. Well, that's the little mining ship that comes with everything. Now, don't mind the extra thrust because I just got sick and tired of trying to unconnect myself from the connector because it didn't have enough oomph. So, anyways. So, what Volgraza is going to kindly do is attach connectors to my little thing going here. Yeah. So, go ahead and do that for me.
Alrighty. Well, the camera does not want to behave for me. Oh, well, you know what? We'll just put them down one at a time. That's fine.
Okay, well, I'm doing it the easy way.
Well, yeah, you do it that way. That's fine.
All right.
It would not let me do it. Anyway, go ahead. Continue on.
Now with the connectors, you already kind of noticed the miner has already changed its name. Now, if he looks on there and goes to the control panel and sees, says connector 25, guess what? We've done this many, many times. Or I have anyway. And I got tired of it. So, there's a second scripting block over there. This is change names. Now, what that's going to do is change every connector, and it's going to start it off as 0. Because how many times you tried to hit something or plug it in a connector and it's like name 183 when you have no other connectors or lighting blocks because you've deleted them and re-put them down, and it keeps going higher in the numbers.
Yeah,
I think I've got up to 1,000 and something now. How far did you get?
Oh no, not that far.
But now it's not going to be noticeable for that one, but I just wanted to have you aware of it. Because that first one was connector 25, correct?
Yeah, that was 25.
Okay, so what he's going to do is actually start the timer blocks, which will start the script to run. So if he looks real quick after he starts it, and it should auto...
okay, there we go. There, unoccupied connector.
So if he gets in Little Miner and jumps in and starts that up.
Alright, let's just move on down the line here. Sure we are lined up good. Up some, and now we'll straight back. And you don't even have to auto lock or lock. It should automatically detect that there's something here. There we go. And if we just give it a second for it to cycle, it switches to occupied, and a new connector is labeled unoccupied.
Correct. So this is very helpful for if you have a big station. This will actually help you kind of go from one connector to the next for people to actually dock into your station. Makes it a whole lot easier telling people, okay, you're going to go to the next available one. Well, I don't know which one it is. This will automatically put them on the HUD for you.
And did you modified this particular script that was already on the Steam Workshop, correct?
Yes, I modified it so it'll actually show the occupied for video's sake.
The really cool thing is we will republish them with credits to the original author, and leave those in a link in the description down below. So if you want to add this to your station, you can go ahead and download that, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
All right. So what are we covering next?
Have you guys noticed the lighting?
Yes, the lighting. That's something that they said you could mess around with.
Yeah, I haven't got to the fact of where you can change the colors. They don't have any actions, because everything in Space Engineers you can do an action. It's called actions. So the actions have not allowed us to yet change colors, but turn them on and off, blink interval. Where's the other stuff? I have it all wrote down because I have it, of course, how I am. But you can actually change the intervals of blinking, but you can't change the one thing I wanted to change is the color.
Yeah, that's okay.
Now, if you look at the beacon, now we all know how beacons are kind of useless now because of the antennas, but I got lazy and started doing with the name changer, tried to search. So the third one over here is called Beacon Name Search. What this does is it searches through all beacons and finds the first letter's radius, or first word radius, and it changes its name compared to the power and the radius that's on there. So if you want to edit that beacon and change the radius, it'll actually update that with the most current information.
Yeah, it's pulling it straight from the block information. You don't have to retype it. It automatically changes it for you. And that is pretty cool.
So you can do that to anything. I can do that with the connectors and say occupied and locked. That's basically what's happening. But this one actually gives you the power output, gives you the radius of it. You can do that with antennas as well. The lights on and off and the random lights, they both came from Nico? No.
Neko-chan.
Yeah. Now, I've modified both of them so they interact with each other. So if one hits, it goes to the next one, that kind of thing. But they're basically the core of what they had on there. A couple people have posted tutorials already to assist with understanding how everything works. But the coding is in C#. So if you're not familiar with C# or even Java, which is basic, it's basic C#, I wouldn't recommend diving into it too much. Make recommendations to myself or to other coders that have made blueprints already for scripts. We're probably more than welcome. If I know the coding world as much as I do, we're more than willing to jump into do a new code, because that's kind of our life.
And if you guys want to see any particular codes or functionality, leave a comment in the description below of what you would like us to try and accomplish, and we will try to tackle it the best we can. I want to try to get Saladin to do a sort of programming basics, but it's going to take a while for us to put together a course for you guys to go through. But be on the lookout for about a couple of months from now. We'll have that, so sometime in March, early March, I hope, we'll have some coding that you can do. We'll see how that goes. And of course, if you have any suggestions for codes you want to see, we can try and work that out on our own and then make a video on that. Also, we have some more news coming for you. Our exploration ships are coming along. Our fleet is growing ever bigger. If you haven't joined our Steam workshop group, you can. It's at V2 Gamers, or just V2 Gamers in the Steam group search, and join that. We'll leave a link in the description below for you. You can follow us on Twitter as well, at V2 Gamers. Both me and Saladin stream every once in a while, so be on the lookout for that. If you are in our group, we'll make an announcement there. And we have more awesome ships coming in our fleet. Be on the lookout for a video about our fleet. We'll have a publish a world with all the ships in there, and of course separate blueprints for each one, and hopefully they'll be picked up by space engineers and used in the game for the second wave. Alright, is there anything else you want to add, Saladin?
We're doing streaming. You might not see space engineers, so if you do have a game that you want to see streamed with co-op or multiplayer involved, let us know, because we might have it. I have over 200 or 300 games in my collection. I don't know how many he has.
I don't have a whole lot, but I have some pretty good ones. We did Hawken the other day, and that was pretty good. The program that auto-recorded for me did not exactly meet the quality standards I want to release videos in, so I scrapped that video just because it just was not anything worth showing because of how low res everything was. But I will make sure that I have my Bandicam record for me instead of that, and I won't have any cool overlays or anything like that, but it'll at least be higher quality that I can do some really good compilation editing with. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by and checking out the new update. I am super excited. The possibilities for programming are already endless. So many things you can do with programming to make your life so much easier, and just with the basic.
It's going to be a change.
Yes, just with the base part of the game. Now,
well,
this is...
I was saying change because normally I'm the idea person. Now you guys are the idea person.
Yeah, when it comes to script, we're the idea guys, and he is the make it happen kind of thing, which is why this is such a great partnership. And I want to, again, thank you guys for coming by, stopping by, checking us out, and as always, be good.
Ciao.